Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, the winners, the losers, the side eyes. We're breaking down the 95th Annual Academy Awards.
We just won an Oscar!
Then we searched far and wide for the best fashion commentator for the red carpet, and we think we found him. And Kelsea Ballerini brought her hits to town, and I was right there for all the country fun. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Hello. Howdy. Hola. Aloha. Keep that love going. It's Kendall Markham.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
I want an aloha.
You want an aloha? Aloha.
Oh.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. What's that? Another sassy audience today. I had a great audience for Monday here. Another great audience for Monday, but I had to deliver bad news to them. Row 2's going to have to be charged to be here. That's right, yeah.
Oh.
Yep, they're going to be, Aaron, get the credit card machine ready.
Okay.
That's right.
Do we buy too many pull
I'm just kidding.
tabs?
No. Now people will be like, oh my God, you're charging? No, we don't charge to be here, for heaven's sake. How you doing?
I'm great. I mean, just them though, right? We are charging them. I do want to play some more pull tabs.
That's right. We will. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get the collection bucket. Adam will throw that around. You doing well?
Thanks. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. You know, I had my friends in. They're still here from out of town. They're my British friends from Disney World. They were with me all week, with us all weekend. Had a great time. Showed them around a little bit later. You saw the video right there. We went to Kelsea Ballerini, the concert at the Armory. Yeah, I have thoughts on that. And took them to. I mean, it was just a full weekend. We tried to keep them busy every moment of the day. So on Friday, I finished the show here, and I took them. Of course, if you're a tourist, if you have people in town, you take them to the Mall of America. Yes. You know. Especially if they've never seen it, because we take it for granted, but hello, it's the Mall of America. It has an amusement park inside it. And we're used to it now, but people that don't live here, it's pretty you know, it's like, ooh.
It's huge.
It's huge. So Joe and Beth, we did lunch with our friend Jonathan, and I said, hey, do you want to go to Nickelodeon Universe and ride a ride? Because again, it's an amusement park in the mall. And Joe and Beth are like, yeah, absolutely. So I got us a little wristband. Yeah. And we waited in line for the SpongeBob SquarePants roller coaster that dips. Now, before I continue, because Lord knows over the years I've gotten in trouble with a section of my family for telling stories. Thank you, first row, for telling stories. For telling stories that I shouldn't. So before I go any farther, please know that the Brits have given me complete permission to tell this story.
It's true.
It's true. Kendall's the witness.
Yep.
Okay. So we're waiting in line on this ride. Now my friend Joanna is wearing a scoop neck t-shirt. Yep. And Kendall, you say it because you're a lady. She doesn't mind that I say this.
She has big bubbies.
What Kendall said.
Yep.
She has nice
bubbies.
I can't say that. Kendall can. So we're on this ride, okay, and we're on the front row, and we're up, and we're going up the roller coaster, and we're going up, and we're going up, and we're going up, and then we go down, and Joanna is all the way to the end of the roller coaster. She's sitting in the last car, like right there.
Yep.
And the Mall of America and hundreds of school children are right there. As we go down, the G-force of the ride popped her boob out.
Yep. The whole thing.
Popped it right out. So this is what I hear. And it was even better in a British voice. This is what I hear. My boob is out. My boob is out. So we're going, and I start laughing, and Joanna is trying to, she's trying to cover the boob because they're skilled.
Back in.
It's here, and the school children are right there. So Joe, there's security camera footage of the Mall of America from Friday afternoon that's worth about $150,000. I love you, girls. I'm gonna miss ya. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. My boob is out.
It's out.
It was Oscar night in Hollywood, and compared to last year's show, it was pretty tame. There are no slaps, but a few surprises. Heading into the night, Everything Everywhere All at Once had the most nominations, and it led the way with wins as well. Look.
And the Oscar goes to Everything Everywhere All at Once.
The movie won the most big awards, including Best Picture, Best Director. Hey, a little fun fact right there. You know, Glenn Close was supposed to be on stage with Harrison Ford for an Air Force One reunion, but she got COVID right before the show, so that's why Harrison went out by himself. The movie also won 3 of the 4 acting categories, with Michelle Yeoh making history as the first Asian woman to win the Oscar. Look at this.
For all the little boys and girls who look like me watching tonight, this is a beacon of hope and possibilities. This is proof that dreams dream big and dreams do come true. And ladies, don't let anybody tell you you are ever past your prime. Never give up.
That's right. That is I would assume that was a little dig at Don Lemon right there, yeah. Good for Michelle Yeoh. She's been in the industry for decades, and she deserved it. Well, earlier in the night, and I'll tell you, this is where I warned you that I would cry if this happened, and I did. I cried, Joanna cried, with her boob covered. Everyone cried in my house because Ke Kwan won Best Supporting Actor. And as you know, he was in Goonies, in Indiana Jones, and then Hollywood kind of forgot about him for about 30 years. And he brought the house down, paying tribute to his wife, who supported him year after year when he struggled to find a job. Look at this.
Month after month, year after year for 20 years, told me that one day, my time will come. Dreams are something you have to believe in. I almost gave up on mine. To all of you out there, please keep your dreams alive.
I mean, think about it. Think about it, audience. I know a lot of people, and I can hear you. A lot of people don't watch Oscars anymore. They think it's whatever. But that right there, and Brendan Fraser, that's really the Oscars. And what I mean by that are these stories about keeping your dreams alive. That's really the magic of shows like that. I know everyone's, that award shows. But for moments like that, it's wonderful. Because think about it, that guy was forgotten.
Right.
Discarded after being a child actor.
Right.
Discarded. And then 30 years later, he's on that stage. That's why the Oscars can be special for moments like that. Jamie Lee Curtis here's another moment like that, won her first ever Oscar after, I think, 50 years in the business, and thanked everyone who's ever supported her. Look.
To all of the people who have supported the genre movies that I have made for all these years, the thousands and hundreds of thousands of people, we just won an Oscar together.
She's great. What if you don't kind of get what she means? That's really great that she thanked fans of Halloween, basically, and you know the mainstream movies that are never awarded. She was thanking those fans. I thought that was really nice. She doesn't forget where she came from. You know, a fan base of movies that will never be on that stage. Halloween is never going to win Best Picture. You know what I mean?
Right.
I thought that was quite lovely.
Doesn't shun it. She accepts it and thanks it.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about this. Jeff. So, when Jamie Lee won the award, many were focused on the face of I love Angela Bassett. I've loved her before Tina. Focused on the face that Angela made after the announcement. So take a look. She's at the top of this graphic. She thought probably she was going to win. And when it was announced that it was Jamie, Angela was very disappointed. Now, here's the deal. Angela was considered a front runner for the trophy because here's the deal. Angela Bassett won the Critics' Choice and won the Golden Globe. So people thought that she was going to be, for Wakanda Forever, I should say, people thought she was going to be a front runner. I gotta tell you, I wasn't so sure about that because Jamie Lee took home the SAG Award, and not to get too inside baseball, but the SAG Award has overlapping voter base. The people that vote for the SAGs can also vote for the Oscar, for the acting Oscar, and the Critics' Choice and the Golden Globes are made up of journalists. And I thought, ooh, I don't know if Angela has this. And I think the comic book movie aspect of it worked against her. What I didn't like, and I know we have to move on, but I want to say this: I wanted Angela to win too, but I don't like people viciously attacking Jamie Lee for winning. It's not Jamie Lee's fault that she won, and I didn't like that on Twitter. I had to turn that off. And also, we all know the Academy Awards, it's a popularity contest. Here's an example. Denzel should have won for Hurricane. He didn't, so what do? They gave it to him for Training Day. Angela Bassett should have won in 1994 for What's Love Got to Do with It? So hopefully the Academy will make that up to her in the very near future. Jimmy Kimmel hosted the show and made sure to crack a few jokes about the slap. Look.
If anyone in this theater commits an act of violence at any point during the show, you will be awarded the Oscar for Best Actor and permitted to give a 19-minute long speech. And if any of you get mad at a joke and decide you want to come up here and get jiggy with it, it's not going to be easy. There are a few of my friends you're going to have to get through first. You're going to have to get through the heavyweight champ, Adonis Creed, before you get to me. You're going to have to do battle with Michelle Yeoh before you get to me. You are going to have to beat the Mandalorian before you get to me. You are going to have to tangle with Spider-Man. You are going to have to tangle with Fableman.
Best bit of Kimmel's, the best bit of the night for Kimmel. It was great. It was great. We have a lot more to come. Stay right there. Back after this. Oh, God. Executive producer Jeff just got off the phone with Mall of America. We now have that security footage. I'm just joking. I'm kidding, yeah. I just wanted to, Elio, take 5. I wanted to scare the Brits because they're watching right now. Just, yeah. Before they head to the airport. Anyway, just kidding, Joanna. Welcome back. John Oliver was new last night despite being up against the Oscars. And you know, we love when he does this. He took some time to poke fun at our favorite people, local newscasters. It's our late night rewind. Look at this.
And now, Happy International Women's Day from the men of local news.
Happy International Women's Day to you and to meteorologist Stephanie Lauber, who is with us, my favorite girls.
It is International Women's Day. I'm Kate Walsh.
And I'm Patrick Little. Let's check in with the other woman on the staff.
Every day is International Women's Day, as far as I'm concerned.
Right, we've been saying that.
Shout out to all the wonderful ladies in my life, okay? That's my wife, 2 stepgirls.
Okay.
The 2 female dogs as well, because my mother.
Not only is it International Women's Day.
You haven't even said anything yet.
What?
For Women's Day.
Oh, am I supposed to?
Rude.
Is there an International Man's Day?
Well, happy Women's Day. National Women's Day.
Yeah.
With my friend.
You too.
Where women, technical
okay.
directors.
My favorite women. I am sorry.
Right.
Hey, but it's like, hey, my girls, you know, you guys are my friends, my peeps, my, you know. All right.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
You are a lady, damn it.
Lady. I loved it. Isn't there an International Men's Day?
Yeah. It's called every day, for heaven's sake.
Sit down.
The women deserve more than one freaking day. Anyway, yeah, thank you. I got 1 clap for that, yeah. More hot dish for you now. Let's talk about the show before the Oscars, what ABC calls the countdown to the Oscars. One of the most awkward moments happened when one of the hosts, and I put host in air quotes, model Ashley Graham, interviewed Hugh Grant. Watch how this goes.
What are you most excited to see tonight?
To see?
Yeah, well, I know that you probably watched a few of the movies. Are you excited to see anybody win? Do you have your hopes up for anyone?
No one in particular.
Okay, well, what are you wearing tonight then?
Just my suit.
Your suit? Who
Yeah.
made your suit? You didn't make it.
I can't remember, my tailor.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the tailor.
Yeah.
So tell me, what does it feel like to be in Glass Onion? It was such an amazing film. I really loved it. I love a thriller. How fun is it to shoot something like that?
Well, I'm barely in it. I'm in it for about 3 seconds.
Yeah, but still, you showed up and you had fun, right?
Almost.
Okay, all right. Okay. Well, thank you so much. It was nice to talk to you.
What?
Leo, take 5. I loved that. I absolutely loved that. Here's what I'm gonna say. That's Hugh Grant. And he's British. I can call the Brits right now. That doesn't shock anybody in England. He's being cheeky. Now, some people are saying that he was rude to Ashley Graham. Here's what I'm gonna say. All of the ABC pre-show should be burned to the ground. It should be taken, and not just canceled. They've done that. They've tried to do a pre-show for years now, and every version is awful. They get people, and just trust me when I say this, they get people who don't know how to host live television shows to host these things. So they ask questions like Ashley asked. You at home, I kind of can feel what you're thinking. You don't care who Hugh Grant is excited to see. If you don't give a rat's rear what Hugh Grant. So ABC, here's what you do. First, take that show in the back and kill it. Just take it and kill it and set it on fire. And never make us sit through a pre-show again. But this is what you do. Now, I'm not just gonna complain without some solutions.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice.
Hold on. My executive producer said, well, that's new. Every crew member that laughs at that, you no longer have a job. Except I love him. Okay, here's what you do, ABC. Now listen to your old pal, Jason.
Uh-huh.
The damn thing starts at 7 o'clock now, the Oscars. Why? Get rid of that stupid pre-show and you put the Oscars on at 6 p.m. You put it on an hour early. Because prime time starts at 6 on Sundays. 60 Minutes has been at 6 p.m. since God was at kindercare. You know what I mean? So you start the Oscars early. You start it at 6. And here's the advantage. Then the first advantage is we can all watch the whole show without missing it, but because we have to go to bed and work. The second thing is, ABC, why aren't you doing this? Because if you start the Oscars at 6 o'clock, it'll be done by 9:30. You can put a show on after it that you want to launch. What they do at the Super Bowl. Put on a show that you want a lot of eyeballs to see. Yes, I know we all want fashion, but the commentary should have died with Joan Rivers. The commentary should have died with Joan Rivers. So what you do is, you do what we call in TV a cold open. You start the thing at 6, and you put together a beautifully edited piece of like, there's Angela Bassett wearing da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da. There's Tom Hanks, there's Rita Wilson. You put music to it, it builds anticipation, it builds excitement. Then you go into the open of the show, the host comes out, and you hand out some damn awards. And then I'm in bed by 9:40. You know what I mean? Am I scaring you?
It's just like, ah! I'm not gonna look at you funny.
But no, but they had a TikTok. They had a TikTok guy host that show. Just because you can do a 60-second TikTok showing us how to make an omelet doesn't mean that you can host a network show.
No.
I'm serious.
It's true.
So you can make an omelet. Good. I mean, I like TikTok, but doesn't mean you should be hosting a network show.
It's bad. I agree.
Thank you, I know.
And I genuinely do.
The staff is called the med cart. They're bringing the medical cart over here.
Woo! Okay.
Next up, during the Oscars, Melissa McCarthy and Halle Bailey hit the stage to unveil the full trailer for the upcoming live-action Little Mermaid. Look at this.
You broke the rules. You went to the above world.
A man was drowning. I had to save him.
This obsession with humans has to stop.
I just want to know more about them. Ariel, don't!
Poor child. I can help you. You can't live in that world unless you become a human yourself.
Is that even possible?
It's what I live for.
Something about you seems different. I can't quite figure it out.
She got legs, you idiot.
That's one shit, yeah. Well, that trailer gave us our first look at Melissa McCarthy as Ursula and Javier Bardem as a great King Triton. And this looks so... Now, Kendall, I've talked a lot, so I want to shut up for a minute. What did you think of this?
I cried.
Did you?
I'm
Yeah.
not kidding. I teared up because
That's
right
such
there.
a great shot,
Right
yeah.
there, right
Director
there.
Rob Marshall.
I mean, this movie, I think to so many people means so much, and to finally see it as one of their live actions that they've been doing with this cast, and her voice is so perfect.
It's perfect.
Like, I'm so excited.
Yeah. And again, I've said this before, the people that got all up in arms of the fact that Ariel's black, settle down, because I got news for you, mermaids aren't real. Mermaids aren't real. And we already have another Ariel. It's fine. We're all going to be okay. I mean, it's great.
It's fine.
Again, I don't know how you can't look. I don't know how you can't look. Jeff and I were talking about this, and you did too. I don't know how you were the one that cried with this. You showed. I don't know how you can't look at the videos when the first trailer came out and you saw the montage of all of these black girls watching that trailer and crying because they saw themselves in Ariel. You don't know what that means. Yeah, I mean, it means everything. And now the doll, I could cry now. And then Disney gave some of the girls dolls, and they see themselves reflected in the doll. I mean, we all want that. It's okay. We're going to be okay. There's different versions of the Little Mermaid. You know, it's going to be great. And she was hired because of her skill. Let's remember that too. The Little Mermaid opens in May. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. Still to come, Oscar fashions with our own. With our own style expert. But as we go to break, some audience member selfies from last week. We'll be right back in a moment. Welcome back to our Oscar Monday extravaganza. Well, just like the Super Bowl, when some people only watch for the halftime show, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, there are people who watch the Oscars only for fashion. Right? That's why I want them to do that cold open. But instead, we try not to do things other shows do. You know what I mean? We don't try not to be boring. Try to mix it up a little bit. We're not, But instead of getting a fashion expert here to talk about the best and worst looks, because that's boring. Every show does that. Kelly Lee does that. We don't want to do that. The Jason Show research team decided to try something else. Joining us live from our own red carpet to give his takes on Oscar looks is real-life television engineer Brad.
Hello, Jason.
Because, audience, when you think fashion, you think Brad. That's right. Now, Engineer Brad, did you watch the Academy Awards yesterday?
No.
Okay, this is going great so far. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. Now, Brad, you have a monitor in there that I'm sure, you probably hung up the monitor. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you a fashion, and you give me your opinion, okay? First up, here is Cate Blanchett. Let's look at the beautiful Cate Blanchett. She's the one on the right, Brad. She's the one on the right, by the way.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think of that outfit?
It's nice. I like the blouse, the shoulders. They're kind of square for me, but it's not bad.
Wait a minute. It's a little square for you. Am I hearing you right on that?
Yes, a little too shoulder board-esque, I guess. Oh, and I wasn't going to be negative when I came out here. It's a lovely outfit. It's fine.
It's in a lovely outfit. Do you like the color on that one, Brad?
Color is excellent, yes.
Okay, there we go. We got an excellent from Brad on that. Okay, next from Everything Everywhere All at Once, a nominee, Stephanie Hsu. In the middle, Brad, in the middle.
Yep.
What do we think there?
Oh, lovely outfit, lovely. Like the plumage? The flare of, yes.
Did you just say plumage?
I said plumage, yes.
Yeah. You mean the bottom of the dress?
The bottom of the dress, yes. I find that very, very, very eloquent.
This is probably my favorite thing in 8 years, I swear. Okay, next, we talk a lot about her here already. Let's look at Angela Bassett, the queen. What do we think of her?
Oh, I love this one. I like the color, I like the sleeves, I like the length of the train.
Whoa, Brad! What? Brad used official fashion language, the train.
Ooh.
Yeah, wow. Okay, let's go. We're cooking with Crisco now. Brad, let's go to Nicole Kidman, Academy Award winner. There's her husband, Keith Urban. Brad, take a good look at Nicole. What are we thinking of her?
Boy, on this point, I'm practically speechless, and I'm almost sorry she's married. Not that I'm glad they're married, but very nice.
Brad, I'll let Keith and Nicole know you wish them the best.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, but that's a nice dress. What do you think of the slit? Look at that slit, Brad.
Oh, it's fine. It's lovely. It's nice. It's not too high. It's not too low. I appreciate it.
It's Goldilocks, right, Brad?
Yes.
It's Goldilocks. If you just tuned in and you're wondering what the hell are you watching, this is real-life television engineer Brad doing our fashion commentary. Okay, let's go to Florence Pugh, Brad. Leo, go ahead and put Florence Pugh. Oh, my God. Okay, anyway, Brad, I don't want to taint your opinion. What do you think of this?
Oh, wow. It would have been a better gown if the sleeves weren't quite so obnoxious. Okay, I'm going to go with obnoxious. It's a bit too much.
Yeah, it kind of looks like paper towel, doesn't it, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she changes before she goes to dinner. That's just going to be... It's a lovely dress. I like it. It's the sleeves are just too much.
The quote was, I hope she changes before we go to dinner. Okay, let's look, Brad, now let's Lady Gaga. Now this is her performance. Basically just like a Gap t-shirt there. What do we think there?
Well, I understand sometimes these things can be rushed and it looks comfortable. And, it's probably quite nice if I could see more of it, but...
Yeah, there it is. It's just a black t-shirt, Brad.
Yeah, but probably better quality than the one I'm wearing. But, it's fine for performance.
That's right. Think she's wearing the Kirkland brand there, yeah. Okay, one more. The Mandalorian. Let's do a dude, Brad. Look at Pedro Pascal.
Oh, classic. Very nice. Black suit, white shirt. Wow. This is what I wish I could afford. But no.
Next year, Brad, we're sending you to the Oscar. Oh, wait. I just got permission to do one more. Let's look at Elvis. Elvis himself, Austin Butler, another classic tuxedo. What do you think of that one?
Another classic, black and white. Nice little handkerchief in the pocket there.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Okay.
So, a little boring, but, classic.
Yeah. Brad, I just got alerted. We just got an email from our president, Marion Mim Davy Kessler. She's sending you to the red carpet next year.
To roll it out or to what?
We'll discuss the details later.
All right, details will follow.
Give it up for Brad, our real life television engineer. Thank you, buddy. If we submit that, maybe we'll finally win an Emmy. Let's do that, yeah. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Oh, goodness gravy. Oh, that was good. Not too high, not too low. The only thing that I'm upset about that last segment is Brad got done, engineer Brad got done, and he walked in here and he got a bigger applause than I did. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Well.
I don't blame the audience. We love Brad. Welcome back to the show. I said this at the top of the broadcast. On Friday night, I got the chance to go to a concert for one of the hottest young stars in country music. Now, Leo, before we roll this, I got to tell you really quick about my Brits, Joanna and Beth. Beth has had a difficult year. I'm not going to spill her business here. She's had a really rough year, and she really connects with Kelsea Ballerini and a lot of her lyrics. So it was such a joy for Colin and I to be able to bring them to the concert and give them a great experience. So take a look, and you'll see them, and then you'll see the concert. Just look at this for a minute. So that is Kelsea, who was just on SNL. Just in case you didn't know who she was, we wanted to give you a little taste of her music. That's Heart First. And I didn't know a lot about Kelsea. I did my homework for a week before they got here, my friends. So as I said, she performed at the Armory. We brought the girls. There's the whole little group. And you'll see the sign, the Wine Diva. I'll explain more about that in just a second. But I went with Colin and my two friends, Joanna and Beth, who, by the way, were on our show on Friday morning. So here's a little video that I shot of us, of really the girls at the concert. And you can see they were so happy. Like, they were just so excited to be there. It meant so much to them. And there's Kelsea right there playing to a sold-out crowd. Kelsea said this was the biggest show that she has done in her career. That's Joanna with her jacket was falling apart, but that she had made. She put all those rhinestones on it. Anyway, it was such a great show. As I mentioned, I didn't know a lot about her. but I did my research. I was listening to some music of hers, and I left that concert a really big fan of Kelsea. And I've been telling the staff, I haven't been able to shut up about this, and I can't wait to take you guys there. You know, Leslie Miller really treated us well. She's involved with the Armory, which is this great venue here in the Twin Cities that opened around when we hosted the Super Bowl. I got to tell you, and I wouldn't just say that because I love Leslie and she's like a sister. That is my I've been to a lot of concerts. That is probably my favorite venue I've ever seen a concert at.
Why?
It was, you know, it was, why? Wasn't too big, and the architects, you know, it used to be for the National Guard. That's why it's called the Armory. Yeah, and then the Minneapolis Lakers played basketball there. There was boxing there, and they bought it and they renovated it. And there are so many little spaces within the Armory that you can rent. There's like this little room by where the general used to stand that you can rent out. It's for couples. And it has two like really comfortable seats and a table and a bar. And there's all sorts of things like that that take the concert experience to a different level. So I walked out that night a fan of Kelsea and of the Armory, and I'm just glad that my girls got to experience that. So yeah,
it's very Gatsby in there. Am I right? Like
yes.
all the architecture is very. I mean, you feel like you're in The Great Gatsby.
That's a really good way of putting it.
Okay,
yeah, it's
cool.
gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Time to see what you have to say about the show this week. Leo, open up the mailbag. First up, we always love hearing from people who watch our show in waiting rooms. We're the official show of recoveries. Yep. Sandra posted this. I'm getting a stress test, but you lower my blood pressure, so I'm watching you all. Love the show. Oh, thank you, Sandra.
Hope you passed.
Medically proven to reduce your blood pressure. That's right. Especially that Brad segment. Next, a viewer from our Seattle area, Scott. Hi, Scott. He writes, hey, I slipped on some ice on my front porch step and broke 2 bones in my ankle. During my recovery, I found your show. I would like to give Kendall a shout out. I think she's funny, intelligent, has great facial expressions, and is a big plus. Jason is okay too. Is that Scott's his name? Leo, take 5. I love you, Scott. I love you. It's my favorite. I'll do, you know.
You're okay.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Next up, many of you loved Stephanie Hansen's segment last week. If you don't remember, on Thursday, she showed us how to make chickles and chogs. Basically, melted cheese with pickles or hot dogs inside. Well, again, we had a big reaction. Chrissy says, these are unbelievably amazing. I made some for my family tonight and a huge success. Janet says, love, love, love Stephanie Hansen. Give me an ice cold beer to go with that chug or chickle. That looked amazing. And Angie says, after watching your show, I tried the provolone cheese and pickles, but used Michelle's fire and ice pickles instead. It was delicious. Now, Michelle's fire and ice pickles are the ones that I recommended a couple months ago on the show. And Jackie wrote, it would be great to get chickles and chogs on a stick for the Minnesota State Fair. Yeah.
Could we sell them? We should do it.
Can we open that business? Can we get that approved? Yeah.
Jeff, you can handle it,
Yeah,
right?
we have nothing to do during the state fair. Yeah, anyway.
Make some money.
Jess is up next. Hi, Jess. And she has a lot to say.
Oh.
Jess writes, let me make one thing absolutely clear. I love Jason. I literally schedule my days to fit around the show. And while I absolutely love Jason, it's also the people behind the scenes who make it all happen for me. Photographer Eric's connection with the squirrel speaks to my soul, to me on a soul level. Keep being weird, Eric. Now on to Ted and Jeff. You guys always get me to chuckle. Dear Mary and Mim Davy Kessler, please never cancel this show. That's right.
Give her a call.
Let me go ahead and text her right now. Hold on a minute. Make sure she never texts the show. Mim, do you have her number? Do you have her number?
I have her number?
You're not around. Let me just leave a voicemail.
Sounds terrifying.
Here we go. Mim, we just got a message asking you to never cancel our show. So if you can work on that, that'd be great.
Okay.
There we go, and send. There we go. Finally, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. She says, my husband and I are daily Jason Show viewers. Last week, I got the impression you felt bad about not getting awards. You are an award-winning team as far as your fans are concerned. After your Best Things Ever show, my husband, sister, and I were driving home from dinner, and you four were the topic of discussion for the entire drive. We never discuss those award shows. Well, no, what she means is, and I'm joking, but there's always a grain of truth in every joke. I was saying, this year I started getting a little frustrated because, our show, credit to the team, we don't get written about in the fancy magazines. We never make the tastemakers list. We're not in MSP Mag. We're not in the Star Tribune. They don't even know we exist. And they ignore us. But you know what we care about is the fact that when we put a business on this show, the business explodes. You know what? That's the ratings. That's what matters, not a list. We know our audience. We know our audience, and we appreciate it. You know what? It feels great.
They just can't handle all this sauce. They just can't.
They can't. I don't think the media writers quite know what to do with our show. Because hello, we just had an engineer do fashion, for heaven's sake. I don't think they know what to do. Jason's okay. Oh yeah, and remember, I'm just okay. Remember? I mean, that's. You can stay connected with our show on social media. Oh wait, well, let me read this first. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or just search for Jason Show TV. Okay, I just got a message from Marion Mim Davy Kessler.
Oh, God.
You are canceled. Okay.
I need this job.
Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Kendall can stay. The rest of you have to leave. That's right. It's a very Mary Tyler Moore-esque twist, isn't it? Yeah. And Brad is going to host the show from now on. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Thanks for all your emails. We love it. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everyone. Stay with us. Welcome back. I'm sorry, I just elbowed you. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. I might have just accidentally in the commercial break went like that and elbowed Kendall. And by the way, I just got a text message from Marion Mim Davy Kessler. She wants me to reassure, because she doesn't want the hate mail. It was just a joke. We are not canceled. Kendall, come back in here. That's right, yeah. Sorry, you okay?
Like crying, laughing.
That's right. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Getting back to the Oscars, did you see the woman with the giant white dress in the audience? If not, here she is. Her dress is going viral because of how big the headpiece was. Many people joked about feeling bad for those behind her. The woman in the white dress is Nigerian singer Tems, who was up for an Oscar for the Rihanna song Lift Me Up. Seriously, it looks like a stratus cloud in the audience. She could have just put it down. Well, I don't blame just her. The designer should have given her an option. You know what I mean? That's yes, to lay it down, yes. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Yeah. Give it like a detachable. Why? Welcome back. So, we love it. Kendall and I love it. A lot of people come here to celebrate their birthdays, and this is no different. We have Antoinette right here, Kimberly, and Rita right there. The dancer will be here in a few minutes. Yeah. That's right. Antoinette. It's time for the surprise goodbye. Today, an embarrassing moment caught on tape. Look at this. A mom was carrying her son's birthday cake from the kitchen to the dining room while the family sang happy birthday. But their singing soon led to laughter when the mom dropped the cake onto a chair. Look at that. Oh. Yep, well.
One-handed. It's not a good
It's a
idea.
cake. It'll still be good.
Just stick your face in it.
Tomorrow, Jared from Thrifty Traveler's back. He's got the latest spring break travel deals. That's tomorrow. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because no one can tell you're doing it wrong.